This lesson on everything you need to know about product photography for your e-commerce store is really about making you look your best so you can sell more products. And one of the ways that we sell more products is by getting more users to our e-commerce store. And that's why this lesson is so essential for you today. This lesson is on driving traffic to your store with conversion-oriented content. So what do we mean by conversion-oriented content? Conversion-oriented content is the simple idea of content that you post in other places that are not your e-commerce store to drive traffic to your e-commerce store. This can include your Instagram, your Facebook, your Pinterest, your YouTube, your email, your SMS, your TikTok, and a multitude of other places where content is stored and gets eyeballs on your product. Now, it can be overwhelming to think about how to create content for all these different places. And that's why this lesson is really designed to get you started from 0 to 1 and help you think about the most efficient way to get this amount of content created. Conversion-oriented content has 3 essential types. The first is inspiration content. The second is user affirmation content. And the third is call to action content. Let's break down each one. Inspiration content is the content that truly first catches a user's attention. It's often the content they see in a discovery page on Instagram or when they're searching a particular product category on Pinterest. Your inspiration content is not product on white content. It's the other types of content we talked about in lesson 2. Content that shows the seasons, content that shows your brand identity, content that shows who your customer is. It should make your customer feel good. And it often is content that you spend the most money on. This content often involves more production work than your simple product on white images. And that is why it's so important to invest here. I often tell brands plan on spending about $500 per quarter on inspiration content. Keep in mind, this pays off. That inspiration content is often where you get that first initial click to your profiles, the follow that you need in order for them to continue to get to know you, or the subscribe to your email list to get that coupon. And it's the thing that creates the trail of success that leads to them adding to cart. The second type of content is user affirmation content. This is content that is from your users, oftentimes referred to as user-generated content. But the reason I like to call it user affirmation content is because you want the content to affirm the purchase decision. This means often coaching your user-generated content participants or submittals to include things about the product features. What are some of the things that they like best? Is it the texture of the product, the smell of the product, the way their son or daughter reacted when they received the product? An easy hack to think about how to get your users to say the right things is to think about the copy that you write in the product feature section of your website. Send them that list of product features and ask them to pick one to focus on. This then will affirm for new customers when they see this content that in fact, this product meets the need that they're describing, that they have this thing in common. User affirmation content should be about 25% of the content that you are posting. Another way to get user affirmation content is to look at your reviews. Your 5-star reviews or even your 4-star reviews are a great place to source incredible insights from your customers. Pull those quotes out, ask them for a headshot, and include that in your social profiles. Finally, don't be afraid to ask for this sale. And that is what call to action content is all about. Call to action content should create urgency. This is your content that celebrates promotions, discounts, one-time offers, new products, limited time offers, or when a product is about to sell out or be discontinued. Call to action content should feature the product in question or the product line in question, and it should give your consumer that sense of urgency. Let's buy now. Of course, You want to use graphic elements in these images. You want to be very clear. Keep your copy tight. I always say no more than 5 words if you can help it. And use the caption area to really emphasize the things that go above and beyond what can be included in the visual itself. Call to action content should only be about 10% of your content. It is the smallest swath of the content that you're going to create. But it is such an important part of making sure that your consumers know you want their business and you are willing to earn it. There are, of course, a couple things to avoid when you are trying to create conversion-oriented content. The first is to post the same content all the time. Try your best not to post the same content every single day. For example, posting user-generated content 5 days in a row. You want to mix it up. Keep it fresh. Trying to always focus on creating a diversity of content types. Inspiration today, user-generated content tomorrow, and maybe an offer the day after that. The next thing to avoid is skipping posting for long periods of time just because you don't have new content. It's okay to repost content, so long as you don't repost the same content within the same 30 days. Take the content from last year that still works and repost it again. You probably have lots of new customers on your social profiles and in your email list that didn't know you last year. This content will be fresh for them. It's always better to go back to the library than to not post at all. Finally, you want to avoid posting only photos. You will need a variety of content types across these channels in order to be maximally effective at driving conversion to your website. So of course, get into video now. It can be difficult, but that is why our next lesson is how to introduce video effectively into your e-commerce store.